You are so done.
I am done. But now we're loading into the round of 16 game. This is between SK and Mix for fun. And this will be on the Cursed Hollow.
Yeah, we all know what that means. It means a lot of objective control. We were talking about what the objective is on this map. But yeah, if we're looking at pure objective control and pure annoyance, you would have to give it to Mix for Fun. Mix for Fun has so much long-range poke, so much anti-capture mechanisms. They have a noob rack with the long-range, what's it called, spikes?
Just a knock-up spikes, I call them that. Just spikes.
Yeah, they're spikes. You have the Side Storm coming out of Tassadar. You have Uther with his heal beam.
He has his Holy Radiance, which can, I believe it's Holy Radiance, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's
I
heal
get that
beam.
mixed up with the heal. Heal beam's good. Heal beam is good.
Tyrael with the sword, and of course the Zebo with the pot of spiders, the frogs, and the skeletons.
Indeed, very, very annoying. We're currently seeing SK doing their standard 5-man mid. It's almost guaranteed that they will 5-man in this bush and attempt to catch someone out. And that's exactly where they're heading. This is what they always do. What is going on here? Oh, they're minion blocking. Next level. The mid lane and the bot. Yeah, mid lane and the top lane get a minion block. I don't know why, because it's actually a disadvantage to do that in this game, because it means that your minions are going to fight close to your tower. It keeps you safer. But it means your towers are going to run out of ammo quicker.
Well,
they're not even that far back.
I think they're going to be relying on their wave clear.
Top lane's done a fantastic job with that. Look at that. That's so far back.
That's pretty big, actually.
That's really impressive. That's a great creep block. Very nice to see that stuff like that's coming into this game. We're currently seeing SK hanging around, getting ready to possibly try and get the Zebo. Very good target to go for. No escape.
Oh, top lane though. Link is in a lot of trouble. He's going to try and teleport out of there. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Will he go down? One more hit, and that's the...
Oh my god! He escaped!
Wow!
Linked, you lucky SOB. And now we're seeing Nazibo once again being pushed a little further back. Zarmony is just zoning him at the moment. He's not clearing the wave. He's trying to force Nazibo to push up. But now we can actually start clearing the wave because his team has backed up a bit. They were going to go for the easy cap, but they're coming back in. No, they're very indecisive. Oh god, they're about to run into the roaming squad.
Yeah, a little bit of fight breaking out at the bottom observatory now. This cap is in a lot of trouble. The skeletons almost lock him in.
Oh, Nazibo's gone.
Aristana gets locked up and immediately gets popped. That's the end of him. Link actually coming in with the phase shift as well. And now it is all over in this team fight as the entire S2 members of Mix for Fun get taken out by SK. SK taking a quick and early lead.
Yep, super good job there by SK. They played that really well. Descape did take a little bit of damage, but was able to keep himself alive in that fight. Linked came down, perfect timing. BKB roamed from the mid lane, and I really like what they're doing here. What you will usually see is you will see Tychus in a lane on his own, and you will see Chen as part of the roaming squad. But until level 7, Chen does not have his root. So there's actually not huge amount of point taking him in your roaming squad. So what SK are doing is they're running Tychus as part of their roaming squad. Chen can clear a wave very effectively. So Tychus is part of the roaming squad here because of his good raid, because of his burst damage and dash to help him engage into a lane. And it's working really effectively. Right now we're seeing Arthas hanging in lane while Chen and Tychus took the easy camp, and now we will see Arthas and Tychus head off and Chen retake his lane until level 7 when he has the
Arthas and Tychus are going to be running straight into Guja and Lewin.
Again.
They have to watch out here. They almost got locked up, but fortunately for them, they were able to dodge all those skill shots. Although, is Estina going to be that lucky? Nice eyes there, blocking off. Yeah, but he's going to survive this cap though.
Oh, the zombies!
Quite a bit of damage there. There's the hammer going to lock up this cap, and that's going to be the end of Arthas.
Yep, very nice roaming squad here from Mix for Fun as well. I'm liking what they're doing with the knock up from the Anubarak and the stun coming in from basically the mobile wambulance that is Ufa. Gonna do a very good job. And Chen, he's trying to find a spot where he can deny this tribute. The tribute was denied, wasn't even denied there, but Louis just stopped capping it accidentally.
No, it was actually denied by Linked, coming in from the side with a basic attack. Yes, it was last minute.
Very last minute, but now we see SK have taken control of this area. Tyrael has yet to come down, so it's 4 versus 5, and we will see SK take this. They're going in onto Kuja right now. There's the zombies, but that's not going to help.
Oh, the skeletons!
The zombie block!
Locked him down.
The zombie bug
I'm Nazebo. I'm helping.
I am Nazebo and I'm helping, but it didn't make a difference either way because
Yeah, it would have been
if
there,
the
but it doesn't
zombies
matter.
hadn't been there, then the SK would have just pushed in and got closer to him in the first place and wouldn't have been held back by the zombies themselves. So it doesn't matter either way. BKB now going to clear top lane. They are now level 7, so we may see Tychus switch out into a lane here and bring Chen into the mobile squad, as Chen now has his route. Chen is actually roaming a bit himself at the moment. He's heading towards that hard camp just to give it a scout. And here is Falstad with him, so they may try and steal this.
Yeah, they actually run straight into Lewins and Kuja. They have to fall back. This hard camp is taking quite a bit of damage as Bribling actually comes in. The bribes has been used from the rear though. It's Liu and Eska. Eska manages to get out of there with the phase shift. There's so much damage he can put down to Louise. He has nowhere to run. He's going to go shield. But it is Tyrael who goes down first, and then it's Anubrak. Tyrael trying to deal as much damage as she can, just to make sure that they can try and turn it around, but it isn't going to be that way. And SK, they win this team fight and take the hard camp. That's going to be the end of that battle for the team of Mix for Fun.
Yeah, the tribute is now up. Mix for Fun decided not to try and charge down and sneak it while all that was going on. Instead, just going to start defending against this night camp in the mid lane. And, in fact, both night camps in the mid lane. Very, very nice job there by them. Jen just going to tank these spiders with his brute. Good job there. And I like what SK did. They do have the double bribe comp, but they saved their bribe stacks until they'd 100% won the team fight, till they 100% had control of that area. Just very conservative play, and it worked wonders for them. They pushed out very aggressively and just saved something that they could have just spammed out. And
Harmony runs straight into Kuja. The stun is going to land on top of him.
There's a knock-up.
Knock-up
Number 2.
Another knock-up. Another stun.
Oh,
and Harmony survives with a nice barrel roll.
Amazing barrel roll. He's actually inside this tower at the moment, which is wonderful. But he's going to stay by the looks of it. Oh no, he's being again. He stopped himself just to make sure that Lynx could get the full teleport rather than Lynx accidentally teleporting back to the main base. And SK have also managed to grab this Grave Golem for the bottom lane. So that's going to put huge amounts of pressure on, while they are going to feel very confident roaming around the map and getting some damage done.
Yeah, speaking about getting damage done, they're heading over to the other side's Grave Golem to try and pick that one up. They have BKB already dealing some damage to it. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see where everybody is positioned. Well, nobody's really in position to actually counter this one. Lewin, he was just peeking his head around the corner, but, well, you don't dive into a 4 versus 1.
Nowhere near in position to try and deal
that's
with
the
this.
issue.
So I'm going to have a quick look at the talents while they're doing this. Tribute has just spawned, so we're going to see fights very soon. We have Earthstorm Fire from the Chen, obviously the standard jump kick route. SK going to take control of the Tribute area. Blink Heal from Brightwing, as well as the normal shield. On the side of Mix for Fun, who are currently having big issues with this Golem, we can see Clairvoyance on the Ufa, very standard. They've just taken their ultimates, including Divine Storm.
Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt.
Should take
yeah, there's the curse. That's going to be a beautiful push with the Grave Golem. No damage will be done to the Grave Golem other than by hero damage. And that means that this Grave Golem is at least going to take this fort. And because it's still so full of health, it should be able to actually push all the way to the keep. And this is a very good situation for SK. They should be able to actually turn it around and run down to the middle lane to try and push down that fort. And allow their Grave Golem to just do whatever it wants in that top lane. Because they know their opponents have to retaliate against the Grave Golem. And they're just going to be able to pick another fort and get themselves even more of an experience lead. Almost 4 levels now.
That is indeed the case. I would like to point out how greedy the talents of Mix for Fun are. On the Tassadar, we have increased damage of Psystorm by 20%, as well as the Psionic Storm charge gives you Psionic Storm marks your target with Psionic charge, which increases bonus attacks. The Leeching Plasma also gives him lifesteal, whereas on the Tyrael, we have bonus damage, increased movement speed so that he can get in and burst down quicker. And on the Nazibo, we have Envenom and Gibbon. So hugely aggressive talents on there, but they can't seem to get into a fight where they can throw all these abilities down. They're always too split up to use them. But these are just very aggressive talents. Tassadar in team fights is going to run out of mana very, very quickly, especially if he takes double storm, due to the fact that he hasn't taken the mana regeneration due to targets hit on Psystorm. And Nazibo, that Envenom is going to mean he's not getting a huge amount of his health back when it comes to a couple of his other abilities.
Yeah, this is basically also coming down to the composition of the two teams. One is a standard team fight composition, whereas the other one is all about putting down a lot of pressure And it can work. The entire composition of Mix for Fun can work if you're ahead.
Yep, and it's a very aggressive comp. They need to be team fighting more for it to work. They need to go into a team fight and just burst down the #1 targets, which in this case would of course be Falstad and Tychus. Tychus, a bit more of a priority target. Falstad would be nice to take down before he can shock a door. You can focus on the Odin afterwards as long as you can remove it as quick as possible. But they just, like I said before, they just can't get in. Their ultimates, though, are going to give them a bit more sustain. They have the Archon, bit of extra health, bit of extra shield, and Locust Swarm.
Oh, this is going to hurt. Illu is going to be running straight into SK. SK is just waiting for the perfect
They're looking
moment.
For someone who is better to jump on, but it's
going
to
Illu. Straight to Illu. He is getting popped in one go. Tyrael might get the explosion on the 4 members. Does manage to get that one nice divine hurricane there immediately. The continuation of the fight. The Raven Spirit is working wonders. Look at the damage that it is dealing, but look at BKB as well, using the Earth, Fire and Water to just get into the fight, just trying to take everybody down. Tastelor now goes down in his Archon form, but this Odin is still alive, is still wreaking havoc,
BKB.
and Link's regeneration is going to be keeping him alive. Although in the background, BKB went down, this was still a big win for SK Gaming.
Yeah, it was a very impressive fight, though, by Mix for Fun. For example, in the back, we saw the Nazibo get completely engaged upon by BKB while he was using his Ravaging Spirit. But we could see Kuja reacted to that very quickly. He used the Divine Storm, then backed straight back up, healed the Nazibo, and dropped his shield on him to keep him alive that little bit longer, keep him doing as much damage as possible. And that was one of the main reasons that we saw a couple members of SK actually fall in that fight. And then we saw BKB go a bit too greedy, started taking too many tower hits, and got stunned once again by Kuja, dropped down as well. This fight was won by SK, but it's one of the best fights that we have seen Mix take so far.
Yeah, and this is also something that is their setup when it comes down to talents. They are very aggressive, so that means that if they manage to stabilize this game, then they can start outscaling the more standard build of SK.
SK's build is very tanky, like you did say. We can see the double stone skin on SK on Tychus and
Lewin chipping straight.
See how it works.
BKB in a lot of trouble. There's the spikes coming out this cup. He gets locked up by all the skeletons immediately. Raven Spirit has been popped as well. Beautiful Divine Storm. It blocked out the shock and all. It deals 0 damage. Actually, in the background, Aristina has to be very careful. But in the foreground, it is Tyrael who goes down. Now it's Nubrak who goes down. SK is going to get popped here. Kuja trying to go run away, but it is going to be SK who aces, or rather dominates, the team of Mix for Fun.
It jumped on.
And yeah, Mix for Fun also has a Grave Golem incoming, so this is going to be GG, no re, as SK, well, unless they pull a miracle out of their head, Mix for Fun is going to lose this right here.
Yep, it was a good effort there by Mix for Fun. They did take that fight pretty well, but Brightwing, quick reactions, was able to polymorph Nazibo over the wall, while Nazibo was only currently hitting Arthas with the Ravenous Spirit, and because of that quick polymorph, that was a huge amount of the damage of Mix for Fun disappearing from that fight, and because of that, SK takes the game and moves on to the round of 8.
And in the round of 8, they will be facing off against either Mad Corpse Gaming or Shaq Fan Club, and it is...
Shaq Fan Club is Ral's team.
Is that Ral's team?
That's Ral's team.
Wow.
That would be good. If we can see that game, that would be good.
We are going to be seeing that game.
Are we? Has that already happened?
That game.
Refresh.
Refresh?
Refresh.
No, it didn't.
There's no win yet. We have no winners yet.
Shaq versus Mad Corpse. Right, so it's SK Gaming versus ex-SK Gaming. Well, maybe. Versus Shaq or...
There are no hard feelings between the team as far as I'm aware.
Corpse.
I believe he left due to real life stuff that he needed to get dealing with. But he's still playing still playing Heroes. So we'll see if he can bring something in. See if he can...
In the meantime though, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go into yet another break as we wait for the results of that match. So stay tuned and enjoy the music.